Hello, and welcome back to your Fun with English class. Do you know what we are going to learn about today? Let me tell you. I'll begin with my favorite time of the year, that is, Christmas time. Do you know why I love Christmas so much? It is because Santa brings us gifts at Christmas. I love opening gifts and packing them for my friends and relatives too. Whether or not you believe in Santa, you must agree that in order for Santa to carry and deliver so many gifts, he'd need a very big and spacious bag. And that brings us to today's lesson. Today, we will learn about containers and amounts. Why do we need containers? To store things, of course. And what about amounts? We need to measure things when we buy or make something. How do you ask for things when you go to the shop? Do you say, "Give me flour, give me butter, give me eggs"? I'll make things easier for you by giving you a few examples. We will begin with the amounts. Isn't this a delicious cake? Will you have the whole thing by yourself? Of course not. You'll have a piece or two. So, we are talking about a part of the full thing. And that is where we use the word piece in case of cake. What about bread? Do you know what we call the whole bread? Yes, a loaf. And suppose I want a part of it. What should I ask for? Yes, I will ask for a slice of bread. In case of grapes, I'd say a bunch of grapes because there are quite a few in the bunch and I'd like to have many of these, thank you. So, moving on to containers. I'm sure you love these. And how do these come? We find them in packets. So, we have a packet of chips. Would you like to try some? What about a refreshing pack of soda or Coke? Do you know what is the name of this container? Right, it's a can. Can you think of other containers in which we keep liquids like water, honey, medicines, or juice? Are these kept in different containers? Are these made out of different materials? Now that you are already thinking about containers, why don't we try an activity? Can you tell me examples of these? Here's a list of containers. You have to think about the items that come in these containers. Have you thought about it? Let us see some of the possible answers. What all comes in a bowl? Or what all can be put in a bowl? I can say a bowl of cereal, a bowl of fruits, or a bowl of salad. So we see that with one container we can use different items. What about a box? Here I have given a box of chocolates or a box of crackers. What else comes in a box? What do you pack in a box? Coming to a jar, we find jam, honey, and marmalade in jars. What is marmalade? Marmalade is a special kind of jam. And tube. Where do you see a tube most often? We use the toothpaste every day. And when we feel like painting, we sometimes use the tube of paint. What about a carton? We see milk cartons, juice cartons, and yogurt coming in cartons. What else comes in cartons? Can you think about more containers that you see around you? And that brings us to our activity. For the first activity, you have to make a list of 5 different containers that you see in your home. If you do not want to write the names, you may draw these containers. Once you have done this, think and let me know in which room of the house did you find most of the containers? Were these in a particular room? Which room was this? Our next activity is a little time consuming, but also rewarding. It is a recycling project. For this, you will have to recycle any old containers at home and make it into something new. It can be a decorative piece or something you can use. For example, here in these pictures, we have plants in pots that are made of plastic. These were containers for something else previously, but now are being used for the plants. You can see the turtle which has been made here is made with a carton, and the Robo Tin Man is made with scrap metal. There are a few more ideas for you. Here you can see something really colorful made out of waste. And that is why we call it making wealth out of waste. Why do we recycle? We recycle so that we produce less waste. And this helps us in protecting our environment. This is a bird feeder made out of a plastic bottle. You can see it is filled with seeds and kept in the garden so that birds which are flying around can feed on it. You can surely take your parents' help for this project and look for more examples online. You can be as creative and innovative as you want. Make the project completely your own and share it with your teachers. Now children, we should be smart buyers and users. I am asking you to recycle because most of our containers are made up of some of the other kind of plastic, and plastic, as you know, is harmful for the environment. So we should try and limit our use of plastic. How can we do that? We can buy things in larger amounts that come in big bottles and cartons instead of smaller amounts that add to the waste around us. We can also make eco-friendly choices by buying things that come in paper packages and always use our own cloth or jute bags for shopping. Remember to always do your bit for the environment. Learning outcomes. By the end of this lesson, the students will be able to name and identify some containers and amounts, suggest which items can be stored in certain containers, list the containers they see and use at home, judge which room of their house has the most number of these containers, make something useful out of waste material, and choose more eco-friendly packaging options. With this, we come to the end of our lesson. I know that you must be having your hands and minds filled with all the activities that I asked you to perform. But do remember the topic of the lesson. We have been talking about containers and amounts. So the next time you think about buying or making something, remember how are you referring to it. And until next class, take care and stay well.